And after a year, every now and then I'd say, tell me about your childhood, tell me about your dad. And he'd just stare blankly and be not wanting to speak. And then one day, we're actually on this plane flying to California from Texas. And once again, it was very quiet. Finally said, tell me about your dad. It was about the 20th time I'd asked him. He must have been silent for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I didn't say a word. And then it started coming out, the stories of childhood. And so, yeah, he's still rattled by the memory of it. His father has had 2 children by a young woman that he had raised as a stepdaughter. And so that really messed up Elon's mind.
Elon's father raised a stepdaughter and then had 2 kids with
the stepdaughter, yes. And so there's, and he's talked about it. Errol Musk also is an astonishingly good engineer who gave many good things in childhood. He was at times successful, at times less so.
Errol is his father.
Errol is the father. But he also instilled some of these demons. So it's the most complex relationship. Barack Obama begins one of his memoirs by saying, I think every successful man is either trying to live up to the expectations of his father or live down the sins of his father. And Obama says, in my case, it's both. Well, in Elon's case, it's both.
And what did you learn, if anything, from speaking to Elon's father?
I learned that he was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the Stevenson thing, in the novel. In other words, he could be a brilliant doctor, but then he'd snap into these demon-like modes, and Mr. Hyde, and hardly remember when he would snap back out and became Dr. Jekyll, hardly remember what happened. And that multiple personality was very much what Errol Musk himself says. Yes, I go through these things. Well, guess what? You see that in Elon Musk.
Based on what you saw in some of the resilient leaders that you've followed, if your job was to create a really resilient child, what would you do to the child?
You know, that's such an interesting question. And those of us who have children in this day and age, I think we can't help but coddling them too much. I watched the way Elon was raised in South Africa, where his father gave him a motorcycle when he was 11 or 12 years old and driving, going around. He would almost free range be that way, Elon would. He could walk or go wherever he wanted, get beaten up, and his parents weren't hovering.